Before starting this video lecture, please like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel. Hello dear students, how are you? I am Vivek Sharma, your mathematics teacher. In last video lectures, in our chapter number 5, arithmetic progressions, we have studied that what is sequence, what is arithmetic progressions, how to find common difference, how to find the nth term of an AP, how to find the sum of first n terms of an AP. And on the basis of these concepts, we have done exercise 5.1, 5.2 and 5.3 and some extra questions in last lecture also. Now let us come again on the recapitulation of these concepts again. It is the small summary here which is given in front of you. So let us come again quick revision of the concepts of chapter number 5, arithmetic progressions. Here a sequence which is written in the form a plus d, a plus 2d up to a plus n minus 1 into d, that is called an AP. For a sequence to be an AP, the common difference should be same. Here is the criteria for a sequence to be an AP, the common difference should be same. How to find common difference? By subtracting each previous term from the each successive terms. Now let us come on the nth term of an AP. Here is the first term, second term, third term, and it is the nth term. So here we have a formula to find the nth term of an AP, which you know already, but again we are doing revision. So let us come again. The nth term of an AP is given by an equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Here an is the last term of an AP, last term of an AP, or the nth term of an AP. Here a is the first term, n is the number of terms in AP, and d is the common difference. Similarly, how to find the sum of first n terms of an AP? We know that the sum of n terms of an AP is given by a plus d plus a plus 2d up to a plus n minus 1 to d. So its formula is given by Sn equal to n by 2 bracket 2a plus n minus 1 to d, or Sn equal to n by 2 bracket a plus l. This formula we can use when last term or nth term of an AP is given. So it's a quick revision. Let us come on the chapter number 5, optional exercise. In this exercise, some important questions is there, so we have to do also these questions. So let us come on question number first of optional exercise of chapter number 5. Which term of the AP, our given AP is 121, 117, 113 up to so on, is its first negative term? Here in the question, what is given? Our AP is given, but here we have to find that which term of the AP is its first negative term. Let us come to understand this. Our given AP is 121, 117, 113. Here in the given AP we have to find that which number of term is its first negative term. Let us come. As we know that in the given AP's first term is 121, second term is 117, third term is 113. So here we can see it is going decreasing one by one up to so on. So at the end we will get a negative term because it is decreasing. So here we have to find that in the given AP that which number of term will be first negative term of that AP. For this we have to find the n. So let us come on the solution. As 121 is the first term, common difference is minus 4 and it will be same because it is an AP. So here we don't know what is the first negative term. So we consider that an, which is the nth term of an AP, an be the first negative term. As this term is negative, so it means it will be lesser than 0, because negative terms are those terms which are lesser than 0. So it means that we will take this term lesser than 0. So an is lesser than 0. We know that the nth term of an AP is given by a plus n minus 1 into d lesser than 0. On putting all the values, here we get the solution. 125 minus 4n lesser than 0. We take minus 4n to there, so we get 125 lesser than 4n. On dividing both side by 4, we get 125 by 4 lesser than n, or we can say that n is greater than 125 by 4. On dividing, here we get n greater than 31 writes 1 by 4. On solving, here we get n is greater than 31.25. As we know that n should be an integer, it cannot be in fraction or in mixed fraction or in decimals, it should be an integer. So we can see here that n is coming greater than 31, means nearly greater than 31. So hence we can say that the first negative term of the given AP is 32nd term, because here n is greater than 31. So we can say that the first negative term of the given AP is 32nd term. Our answer, which is the required sum on question number 2 of optional exercise. The sum of third and seventh terms of an AP is 6 and their product is 8. Find the sum of first 16 terms of the AP. Here in the question we have given that the sum of third and seventh term of an AP is 6 and their product is 8, means the product of third and seventh term is 8. We have to find the sum of first 16 terms of the AP. Now let us come on the solution. Here the sum of third term and seventh term is 6, so we can write as A3 plus A7 equal to 6. Here A3 is the third term of an AP and A7 is the seventh term of an AP. So we can write third term as A plus 2D. Similarly, we can write the seventh term of an AP as A plus 6D equal to 6. On solving, here we get the equation A plus 4D equal to 3, and we consider it as equation number first. Here we can get the value of A by writing this equation as A equal to 3 minus 4D, and we consider it as equation number second. Now in the question we have given the product of third term and seventh term is equal to 8. So here we get A plus 2D multiply A plus 6D is equal to 8, and we consider it as equation number third. Putting the value of A equal to 3 minus 4D in equation number third. So here we get 3 minus 4D plus 2D multiply 3 minus 4D plus 6D equal to 8. On solving, here we get 3 minus 2D multiply 3 plus 2D equal to 8. Here we get a formation of A minus B multiply A plus B, which is equal to A square minus B square. So we can write as 3 square minus 2D square equal to 8. On solving, here we get the value of D equal to plus minus 1 by 2. So here we get the two values of D, which is equal to 1 by 2 and minus 1 by 2. So when we take D is equal to 1 by 2, so from equation second we have A equal to 3 minus 4D. On putting the value of D equal to 1 by 2 in that equation, here we get the value of A equal to 1 after solving. Similarly, as we have found the value of A equal to 1, D equal to 1 by 2, here we have to find the sum of 16 terms on these values. So we know that the sum of n terms of an AP is given by n by 2 bracket 2A plus n minus 1 into D. On putting all the values, here we get the sum of 16 terms is equal to 76. Similarly, when we take the value of D equal to minus 1 by 2, on putting that value in the equation A equal to 3 minus 4D, so it becomes, on solving, we get the value of A equal to 5. So similarly, to find the value of sum of 16 terms, so on putting the value of D, A and N, which is equal to 16 in the equation, in the formula Sn equal to n by 2 bracket 2A plus n minus 1 into D. So on putting all the values, here we get the sum of 16 terms is 20, which is the required. Now let us come on the some extra topic of AP, which is based on the selection of terms. We know that sometimes in the question paper some question comes which is come under high order thinking skills, that the sum of three numbers which are in AP is this and their product is this, or another question which is coming in this form is that the sum of four numbers which are in AP is this and their product is this, find the numbers. So in that case, the selection of number, which is the selection of terms which are in AP, is important. So here a criteria is given for the selection of terms which helps to solve such type of questions in exam. So let us come. Selection of terms. When the number of terms which are in AP is 3, so we can select the terms as A minus D, A plus D, and the common difference is D. When the number of terms is given 4 which are in AP, So here we can select these terms: a minus 3d, a minus d, a plus d, a plus 3d, and the common difference between the terms is 2d. Here for 5 this, when we choose these terms for 3, for 4 or for 5, so after doing this we can solve our questions easily. So let us come on the example for better understanding of the, let us come on the examples based on the selection of terms in an AP. The sum of three numbers in AP is minus 3 and their product is 8. Find the numbers. Here in the question it is given that the sum of three numbers in an AP is minus 3 and their product is 8. Find the numbers. We don't know what are these numbers. So here let us come on the solution. Let the numbers are a minus d, a plus d. So the sum of three numbers are as follows: a minus d plus a plus d equals to minus 3. So here d or minus d cancel out. We are left with the 3 equal to minus 3 and we get the value of a equal to minus 1. As the product of these three numbers is given, which is a minus d multiply a plus d equal to 8 on 4. Here on putting the value of a equal to minus 1 on solving, here we get d square equal to 9 and finally we get the value of d equal to plus minus 3. So here we have the two values of d, which is plus 3 and minus 3. So when the d equal to 3, so as we have considered that it is the first number, second number and third number, on putting the value of d equal to 3 and a equal to minus 1, so on solving here we get the three numbers are minus 4, minus 1 and 2. Similarly, when we take the value of d equal to minus 3, on putting the values in the three numbers a minus d, a or a plus d, here we get the numbers are 2, minus 1, minus 4. Thus we can say the numbers are minus 4, minus 1, 2 or 2, minus 1 or minus 4, which is the required. Now let us come on example number 2, which is based on selection of terms in an AP. Split 207 into 3 parts such that these are in AP and the product of two smaller parts is 4623. Here in the question we have to split 207 in 3 parts such a way that these 3 parts will be in AP and the product of two smaller parts is 4623. Now let us come on the solution. First of all, we consider that the 3 parts are a minus d, a and a plus d. It's the first part, it is the second part and it is the third part. As we have split 207 in 3 parts, a minus d, a plus d, so it means that the sum of these 3 parts will be equal to 207. So here on writing as a minus d plus a plus d equal to 207 on solving, here we get the value of a equal to 69. Now here in the question that it is given the product of two smaller parts is 4623, so the two smaller parts is first part and second part. So the product of a minus d multiply a equal to 4623. On putting the value of a equal to 69, we get the value of d equal to 2 after solving. So here when we take the value of d equal to 2, so we get the value of first part, which is equal to a minus d. On putting the value of a and d, here we get 67. Second part which we have got already, which is equal to 69. Similarly, our third part is a plus d. On putting the value, here we get 71. Hence, 3 parts of 207 are 67, 69 and 70. On the another extra topic, which is also an important topic, it comes in the exam in the form of question. If a, b and c are 3 numbers and these 3 numbers are in AP, then the sum of a plus c is equal to twice of b. Here if a, b and c, which are 3 numbers in AP, then the relation between them is given by a plus c equal to twice of b. Now let us come to use this concept in a question. If the numbers x minus 2, 4x minus 1 and 5x plus 2 are in AP, then find the value of x. Here these three numbers x minus 2, 4x minus 1 and 5x minus 2 are in AP. Now let us come on the solution. So here we consider x minus 2 as A, 4x minus 1 B is equal to B and 5x plus 2 as equal to C. We know that if A, B and C, which are the three numbers, are in AP, then the relation between them is given by A plus C is equal to twice of B. So on putting all the values, here on solving we get the value of x equal to 1. You have understood the concepts of chapter number 5, arithmetic progressions. Here revision is must for anything and homework is also a part of this revision. So let us come on the homework time. Here some practice question is given for you which will help you to understand the concepts. In this video lecture I have given some extra topics also which will be beneficial for you to understand this concept of arithmetic progressions more clearly. Please do these extra questions and these practice questions also. If you feel any problem, you can write in the comment box of my YouTube channel. I will surely give the answer of your queries. Please take care of yourself and of your family.